This edition of Inside Business is sponsored by Moor Spa, Inc. Inspired by nature, powered by Moor. Well, we're out here at Freebird Table and Bar Restaurant in Richmond. If you've watched the show before, you have seen us film here. Some great food. Come check this restaurant out. But as the intro said, it's another Inside Business segment we're doing this time. Our guest this time is Michael Beresford, who is the president of Moor Spa, Inc. Michael, welcome.
Thank you.
Great to have you here. Okay, let's jump right in. I love the fact you're a Richmond-based company. You have an office here in Richmond. You also have one in Delta. Let's talk a bit about the company for people that may not know of Moor Spa, Inc.
Okay, yeah, so Moor Spa is a 100% natural source line of luxury skincare, body care, and wellness products based on the therapeutic properties of a substance called Moor. Moor is a herbal mineral complex which comes from Austria, and in Europe it's used very widely in hospitals and clinical setting for treating a whole variety of different health problems. And what we do is we bring over this very special mud from Austria and we use it in its pure form to create some certain products like this Moor bath here, which is used to fill up your bath with hot water added to it, and you just soak in it for 20 minutes and it has a wonderful therapeutic effect on the body. So we have these pure Moor products, but we also produce a whole range of skincare, body care products using an extract of this mud as the signature ingredient. And then we sell it to spas all over the world.
You came here, I found your background very interesting. You came here in the mid-90s, studied and got your bachelor degree in mathematics, University of Reading. Good shout out for them. You almost come at it from like a mathematic, obviously, point of view, equational almost. Talk about how you took that and applied it to what you're doing with Moor.
Okay, well, it was kind of a series of winds and turns.
As life is, yes.
that took me to this place, yeah. So my background, as you said, is in sciences, pure sciences. And basically through a kind of strange route, I ended up becoming very interested in spa therapies. And in the mid-1990s was when the spa industry really started to kick in. And you know, nowadays pretty much every hotel has a spa, and it's a huge industry. And we started off during that time recognizing that this might be a product that would fit in very well with that whole kind of environment, that whole industry. And so we started the business then in the mid to late 90s. And at that time, we had our business in the basement suite of my home, and gradually we've expanded. And most recently, we had our whole facility here in Richmond. And in about 2016, we basically ran out of room, and so we decided to take another facility in Delta, where now all of our production and quality control and laboratory is there, and we do all of our packaging and all of our administration and marketing and so on from our unit in Richmond. Yeah.
In the years you've been in this business, it's interesting that people have become more and more educated. What they might have bought back in the mid-90s, let's say, and just said, oh, it smells nice, I like the packaging. Right. That's not the case anymore. People are becoming more and more educated. Talk a bit about how you guys, right out of the gate, have been very concerned about making a product that is safe and, you know, more form, more substance, less form, so to speak.
Right.
Like, I mean, and I'm talking like the way people look at like natural versus organic or product safety. Talk a bit about that.
Well, the whole spa kind of concept originated in Europe, you know, way back hundreds and hundreds of years ago. And at that time, they were using natural substances like our Moor mud and things like seaweed and salts and so on. So the whole origins of the spa industry come from that place. And so we felt that it was really necessary right from the beginning to make sure that our products were natural. And so we spent a lot of time researching how to make products completely natural, not just 95% natural, but 100% natural, which is really our whole forte. And it proved to be very fortuitous because At that time, not really many people were very interested necessarily in natural products. They were more interested in, what a product looked like, or how it smelt, or what its packaging was like, or its branding. But nowadays, that's really changed, because nowadays people are coming into spas and other types of places where products are sold like this, and instead of just looking at the product itself, they're turning it around and reading the ingredients. And so nowadays people are becoming more and more savvy about ingredients and what is natural, what is potentially harmful, and what is going to be really good for them.
And also ethically too, right?
Right.
We want to make sure that the ethics part comes in. You guys are so ahead of the game as well that you are now, as I said, we were in your factory today, your plant. You're really focused now on biodegradable packaging options. That's how far it has come since, say, the mid-90s.
Absolutely, yeah. And that came about really as a result of more and more publicity came out a few years ago about the really damaging effect of the proliferation of plastic in the world. And I'm sure you've probably heard of the Great Pacific Garbage Dump, an island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, which is entirely made of plastic bottles and plastic waste. And unfortunately, plastic takes anything up to about 500 years to biodegrade, and even then it never really biodegrades completely. And so when I sort of started to hear about this, I realized that this is something we really need to do something about. And once we made all our products 100% natural, then we wanted to make sure that our packaging was as environmentally friendly as possible.
Very nice. That's fabulous. As I said, people are much smarter now, which is, you've got to be able to offer them everything and answer all their questions, which is great. Hey, this is a great story. I'm glad that we came across and met through our mutual friend Brittany, who has been on our show many times. Brittany Ivins, she'll be up next sometime in the late spring. It is Michael Beresford. He's the president of Moor Spa Inc. Love saying this, based in Richmond and Delta. More information, check the end credits, and we'll have the information right after this segment is done. Michael, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Jim.
And thanks to all the folks at Freebird Table and Bar, the restaurant. Come check this place out in Richmond. It's another Inside Business segment, and Moor Spa Inc. in the spotlight.
This edition of Inside Business was sponsored by Moor Spa Inc., harnessing nature's energies for balance and wellness.